Pete.
Well, there we are. It's the time again. It is Monday. It is 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, it is Nerd World News from Mighty Monkey Corporation. And I am your host. My name is Happy Hogan. With me to my left is, well, it was Agatha all along.
No.
It's Black Widow. Okay. Natasha Romanoff is there. Hello, Elizabeth Rice. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys happen to be watching this. We hope you guys are doing pretty well. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and clicky on the thingy. Boom, look at that stuff happening. Boom, look at that more stuff happening. Our top story tonight. Exactly 2 months from this very moment, the board of directors will be staring at each other going, my God, what have we done? Because FC36, the search for FC35, will be complete. So 2 months minus 2 days from now will be the 5th Flower City Comic-Con coming at you like a spider monkey, the 25th and 26th of September at the Total Sports Experience in Gates. Friends and family, we're going to have some guests like John O'Hurley from Seinfeld and a variety of other things, Dancing with the Stars as well. We will have professional wrestler Al Snow. We will, for his second visit to Rochester, New York, have Austin St. John from Power Rangers. Woo! Yep, we're going to give Austin his own walkie-talkie for the crew.
Sorry, Dan.
The crew channel. We have voice actors Tiffany Vollmer and Mike McFarland from Dragon Ball Z, among many, many others. We'll have guest artists such as Steve Lealoha, Arthur Sweetum, Trina Robbins. We'll have local artists like Joshua Lopez, Rob Dumo, Caitlin Yarsky. We even have Liz Pritchard and Stephanie Oswald coming to the show this time around, and many, many others. Tickets are on sale right now. If you get an opportunity, go on out to fc3roc.com, and everything that we are will be out there. We're going to jump in. Peter is on board. Hey, Peter, good to see you. Hello, Bill. Sierra is here. Hello, Sierra. John Berengow is on board. And Elizabeth Rice goes on to say FC3 and then directly off to Walt Disney World, because Elizabeth Rice
is doing our countdown.
She's doing our countdown. She's not the kind of person who would be what we would say gathering moss. She is the kind of person who just keeps on going, rolling along. And John goes on to say, currently enjoying lots of Doctor Who books thanks to the library. Very cool. John, I have a comment for you on that one, but we'll talk more at FC3 on that one. So, friends and family, we're going to jump right into our next segment of the fun. This lovely lady to my left, possibly your right, not sure what side of the screen she's on at this moment in time.
I gotta go this way.
But Comic Chick is going to be over here. I'm going to slide the camera over to get a better look at Miss Tanya.
Ha!
And we're going to see what's going on in the world of comic books this week.
Well, the first comic book that I picked for the week is part of Anne's series that was referred to her or recommended to her by Mike out at First Print.
Okay.
So this is Shadow Doctor number 5. Nathaniel's work for Al Capone's Mafia is far from over, but now Nathaniel wants out. Can he settle his debts and get away from Scarface? So she's looking forward to that one coming out. The next one is Black Cat number 8, Infinity Score Part 1. Infinity Score starts here. Felicia Hardy, a.k.a. the Black Cat, is hired to steal the Infinity Stones.
Okay.
It's really?
Yeah.
You really? I don't know what they're thinking.
I don't either.
Has anyone told her that these stones are now people? Regardless, Nick Fury will do anything to stop the stone bearers from being gathered, even if it means taking all 9 of Felicia's lives. Black Cat has been picking away at the corners of the Marvel Universe, but this heist will put her square in the middle, just where she does not want to be. This is also Legacy number 20, Infinite Destinies tie-in. The next one, Ruby / Justice League number 4. While searching the harbor, Blake Yang and Clark Kent come face to face with a trident-wielding boy who can command sea life. Aquaman? Maybe. But is this princely boy the one taking control of people all over Remnant? And what is his mysterious connection to Clark? Later, the gang comes back together, but each team was unsuccessful in cracking the mystery surrounding the missing huntsman. As they discuss their findings, Team Ruby is ambushed by their brainwashed friends. They'll need a savior from above in order to surmount these odds. And last but not least for the week, Daredevil number 32, Lockdown Part 2, which some places are already locking down again. So it was kind of apropos that I picked this one.
Lockdown Part 2 seems to be happening across the country at the
no
moment.
kidding. The Angel of Death has come to Hell's Kitchen in New York City. A series of grisly murders tests Elektra's mettle and commitment to her role as the new Daredevil, as the city spirals into a state of near panic. Sounds familiar. Meanwhile, Matt Murdock faces tests and challenges of his own, as the inmates he's serving time alongside aren't the ones in the prison targeting him. It's a legacy number 644.
All right.
That's a tie-in. So, yeah, there's some kind.
It's so cool. Watch it kind of sliding across sliding in another film. Hello. Batman John is here. Hello, Batman John. Good to see you, Batman John. All right, we're going to jump back into this thing that we call love. Boom. Look at that email address. Look at that link underneath it. Fellas, ladies, gentlemen, every week we say, there we are. There we are. There we are. And if you have something you want us to cover, something you want to look into, feel free to drop me an email. Let me know what we want to. If you have questions that we're not answering on Nerd World News, feel free to let us know. And also that link, it's everything that we are online, all of our podcasts, all of our websites, all of our ways to support us. Please feel free to peruse them all. We would love to have you on board with us, you know, loyal supporters that you are. Let's see what we got here. Elizabeth goes on to say, oof, I hope not. Wish people would just be smart, but if last year showed me anything, they're not. No, we agree with you. The moment this whole thing became a political situation, you knew it was just going to go wrong. You know, so, but anyway, there you have it. So, you know, guys, check it out. Let us know. This week, coming up on Wednesday, we have the last podcast for FC3 Monkey Business for season 5. We're going to go dark for a few weeks while the crew gets to working on the final stages of Flower City Comic Con. We close out season 5 by talking about the Mel Brooks hit Robin Hood Men in Tights. Join us for the conversation. She liked it. So that in and of itself should tell you this is going to be a fun podcast. So do that. Check that out. And Wednesday night, the Girl Scouts go back in action as we teach them a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons with the two of us as Dungeon Masters. So the the Adventure Scouts at Scouting Adventures, we still haven't named that show yet, but we'll call them the Adventure Scouts for now. We'll be hitting the bricks once again Wednesday night, starting around 6:30 in the evening. That will be on Facebook and Twitch. So with that being said, we're going to jump back to Captain Storyboard and the list of doom, and boom, look at that. Ghostbusters Afterlife teaser reveals a new trailer premiere date. Spoilers, it's tomorrow. All right, brand new footage from this year's highly anticipated Ghostbusters sequel is finally on its way. This is from an article written by Charlie Ridgely just this afternoon for comicbook.com. That was originally supposed to hit theaters back in 2020 is now set for a theatrical debut in November of 2021. We've still got a few months left until we see what the new generations of Ghostbusters has in store, but Sony is helping fans with the wait by unveiling a brand new trailer. On Monday morning, Sony took to Twitter to reveal that the new trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife would be released on Tuesday. The message was accompanied by a very short teaser which promises plenty of action ahead. Something's coming, reads the tweet from the official Sony Pictures account. Watch the new trailer tomorrow. So, Ghostbusters Afterlife stars Carrie Coon, McKenna Grace, Finn Wolfhard, Bokeem Woodbine, and Paul Rudd, all of which are newcomers to the franchise. Unlike the previous reboot, Afterlife will continue the story of the first two films and bring back original cast members Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, Sigourney Weaver, and Annie Potts. Jason Reitman, son of the original Ghostbusters director Ivan Reitman, is directing Ghostbusters Afterlife. The younger Reitman wrote the film's screenplay with Gil Keenan. Last year, Ernie Hudson sat down with comicbook.com over Zoom to talk about getting the gang back together again for Afterlife, an experience that he said moved him deeply. And following is a quote from Ernie Hudson. Jason Reitman, who was actually in the second movie, he was the kid who opens the second movie, and I just remember him being around the set on both of the movies. So I know he grew up with them. It's very personal to him. He wrote an amazing script, and he's established himself as a director in his own right. Hudson goes on to say, he's a wonderful director, and so when this started to happen, and because Jason was involved, I felt this would actually happen. I was really excited about it. But when it did happen, going to the set for the first time and seeing Sigourney, Bill, Dan, honestly, it was almost spiritual. I mean, it sounds weird, but I was very moved by it and was very touched. Are you looking forward to the brand new Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer? Let us know in the comments section somewhere over on that side of the screen. All right, moving on the list of things to talk about. Look at that group there. Upcoming Marvel movies. Guys, we just saw Black Widow get released, and what a great movie that was. We had such a blast watching that one. What's next in Phase 4 and beyond? With the release of Avengers Endgame, Marvel Studio capped off a 22-film saga. The story began, of course, with 2008's Iron Man, and since then we have seen new heroes introduced, compelling combinations of characters intermingled, and even a few characters bite the dust.
Oh.
And while previous team-ups movies like The Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron had a sense of finality to them, Endgame was a true, genuine ending to the 21 movies that had come before it. Nothing will ever be the same after Endgame. To that end, Marvel Studios keeps a tight lid on what films might be next, refusing to confirm any Marvel movie release dates beyond Spider-Man Far From Home. That is until San Diego Comic-Con 2019, where Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige took the stage and pulled the curtain for the first 2 years of the movie's Phase 4. Word of many of those projects had already leaked, but you know what? We have a list, and guess what? We got the big three right in front of you. The next one will be Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Mm-hmm. Right after that will be the Eternals in November, and then Spider-Man Far From Home in December. Along the way, we're going to start seeing the Disney Plus series of What If, and very, very soon, I can't remember what the next Disney Plus series is, but we'll have that probably.
Potentially Hawkeye.
Hawkeye will be coming up, which they make reference to somewhere along the line in Black Widow. But we're not going to talk about that too much.
Oh, Elizabeth, gonna go click up first.
I'm going to click on that. Gonna go finally see Black Widow on Thursday. I think it's supposed to be rainy, so I won't be able to get anything done on my cosplay armor build anyway.
It is amazing.
It's a fantastic
I have to watch
movie.
it again.
Sierra says she's seen clips of He-Man. I've actually watched the first couple of episodes of He-Man Revelation, and it's actually entertaining.
Anne and Wade sat down to watch like a couple episodes, and 3 hours later they finished. He finished it. So.
All right. Yeah, John goes on. Yeah, if you turn to dust, we're talking about the MCU.
It's still too soon. It is still too soon.
And I saw, and Elizabeth, I do see that the new Ant-Man started filming today as well, so that will be a lot of fun. All right, and then I'm going to leave you with this last picture, guys. Check this out. Watch this. Look at this picture right here. I'm going to make this the big picture. Hang on just a second. Look at that. That's Kevin Smith. That's Jason Mewes. That's Brian O'Halloran and a whole bunch of others. They are doing the first read-through of Clerks 3. That was posted on Kevin Smith's social media today. They're all at Kevin's house right now celebrating that they did their first read-through of Clerks 3. This is actually happening, people. Look out. Get ready, because at this point, anything is possible. You just never know. Let's see. Sierra Pierce goes on to say, I've heard rumors that Metal Gear movie, but I don't know if it's too far in advance, and no one knows yet. You know, we did actually cover, I think we touched on that a few weeks ago on Nerd World News. I don't remember, but if we see something on that, Sierra, if I can dig something up, I will make sure that that gets into a future broadcast as quickly as possible. All right. And let's see. Don't forget there's a new Doctor Who trailer this past weekend. Yep. Not that it revealed much. We did hear that this season 13, the series 13 for the 13th Doctor, is going to be.
They had
Yaz and Dan. Dan is the new companion. This is all going to be a single story. So it's not going to have a bunch of stories loosely tied together with an arc. The whole series is going to be centering around one particular story. They have not talked much about what that story is yet, but we're going to be waiting with bated breath. And as soon as we get information, we will share it with you guys. And last comment I'm going to take before I jump into birthdays. There's also some secret code thing they've got going. I don't know if anybody solved it yet. Nope, I didn't. Did not see any secret codes. But again, you know, if we find anything out, we'll let you know. All right, so here we go. We're going to pop into that happy face right there. We're doing some birthdays. Monday, July 26th, it's none other than Jason Statham, Sandra Bullock, Mick Jagger, and Helen Mirren. Tell me that ain't a big old friggin' lineup.
I now have to go back and rewatch Red.
Yes, you do, because Red is an amazing movie, and Red 2 is just as entertaining.
Yeah.
All right, Tuesday, July 27th, we say happy birthday to Maya Rudolph, everybody's favorite one-handed bad boy from Game of Thrones, Nicholas Coster-Waldau, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, and Paul Levesque, otherwise known to wrestling fans as Triple H. On Wednesday, the 28th, we say happy birthday to Liz Cheney, Sally Struthers, and John David Washington.
Wow, I haven't heard the name Sally Struthers in
I know,
years.
seriously.
Wow.
And on Thursday, the Crown Prince of all nerds, Will Wheaton. Happy birthday, Will. Great to see you having another trip around the world. You are joined by Stephen Dorff, Alexandra Paul, and actor Josh Radnor. On Friday the 30th, we say happy birthday to Lisa Kudrow, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Christopher Nolan, Yvonne Strahovski, and if Will Wheaton is the Crown Prince of all nerds, this is our champion from the courts. It would be none other than Terry Crews and his pecs. Wow. Okay, moving on. Saturday the 31st, Mark Cuban, Wesley Snipes, and the lovely and effervescent Zelda Williams will be having a birthday on the 31st. And to round off this week is another huge day where we say happy birthday on August 1st, Sunday, August 1st, to Jason Momoa, Adam Duritz, Coolio, Tempest Bledsoe, and the late, great Jerry Garcia. Friends and family, if you are having a birthday this week, I hope you have a great one. I hope you have a safe one. And I hope you get to share it with a lot of friends and family. Well, for Agatha, it was Agatha all along. No. For Tanya and myself, for Dan and Ann, Brian, Jason, James, the works, everybody that is behind the scenes here at Nerd World News, we wish you have a great week. Have a safe week. And we'll see you again next week.